You never did nothing. I done did more. I did multiple shit that Drake have seen that he respects that I done represented for the boy or not. Nigga, I done just did a lot of shit. We don't know you. So until you put some belt to ass, until you do something that
Put some
actually
work in.
respected, then you can't tell me what the fuck I can do. You can't tell me what's good and bad because you never did nothing.
This is not over. Like, yes, this judge dismissed it and, dismissed the case in that court. But this is now going to another level. And that only speaks to, again, what I'm looking at. He obviously knows something. His team knows something. He has great lawyers. You don't become the artist that he is without having the right people around you, the right people in your corner. And, it's a lot going on. But, it got dismissed in that court. But again, this is far from over. We haven't heard the last of this lawsuit with Drake versus UMG.
People got to stop talking about Drake like he's a superhero. Like, Drake did not know that this was going to happen. He didn't know this was going to get dismissed. He leaned completely into this, bro. This was the round 2 that he was talking about. Like, it's like Drake is not as calculated as what people are making him. Like, there's a lot of parts of those episodes from Iceman where he was taking tracks last minute and putting them in. Like, he's still making the album as he's going. He's making it right now. Like, he's not as dolled as what people are saying he is.
Oh man, so your boy Maul has officially responded after the news dropped that Drake lost his lawsuit. Okay, so we gonna tap in and see what they gotta say on the podcast, him and Rory as they speaking. We're gonna tap in and see what they gotta say, but also hold on tight because on Twitter Spaces, the Drake fan club, the Drake Stan Club they're imploding, calling each other out, talking about get active, put in some work. They are going insane in reaction and wanting to continue this beef on these social media streets. Hold on tight for that. But first, let's see what they're saying about this damn lawsuit and Drake taking his L.
What I'm sure, not so much our listeners, but the people that don't listen to our podcast unless they want to just come here to be mean to us. They're all at the edge. They came to this episode just to hear us talk about the Drake lawsuit. Mm-hmm. And what's the best way you want to approach it? Do we want to satisfy them and be like, yo, you guys are the greatest. You guys are right. We're losers. We're lames. Like you guys, hey man, you guys win. Like,
is that how you want to answer respond?
Oh no, I mean, I don't really care, which is kind of funny, but of course, anytime, whether it be the report of the judge dismissing the defamation case, or even I forgot what the other big announcement was, that video of me speaking about the case, maybe 30 minutes after just the announcement came out. Like, I was just speculating of what we knew at that time, which was nothing.
Right.
And that video, they have positioned like I said it yesterday.
Yeah.
I had no information like anyone else. We were all speculating.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you should shut the up sometimes, Even sometimes I make the same mistake where speak too soon. But when you speak so strongly about a topic that is going to be polarizing, that's when you have an issue right there, and it's going to be used over and over again, especially with the stature of your platform. I know your platform ain't the biggest, but when it comes to this topic, it's one of the biggest because Maul continues to place himself as someone who's the mouthpiece for Drake. So with you having that position, people are going to continue to rub it in your face.
I was like, I don't know what the case is. At this point, defamation wasn't even in the case. Mm-hmm. I was like, all right, this could be interesting. They have ran that clip to the ground. Like, I've enjoyed it though. Viral. Like, it's actually makes me laugh, not by the people that like are really reacting to it. Like, yeah, man, you had this one wrong, this or that. It's like the people that are like, this is why he should die.
Yeah,
those are my favorite.
The ones that think it there. Like, somebody should die behind all of this. Yeah.
And then they also just go like after that, like, yeah, and his co-host should commit suicide. And it's like, because he likes a rapper that you don't.
It's absolutely, I don't know, it's weird.
I mean, I'm not here to like really defend any of my position, even though I said from rip that I don't care if Drake is doing this for artists. It's weird that you could have a video and they will remix exactly what you said in the video to a complete, like, I'm like, wait, you're commenting under a video with a quote. The video's there, I didn't say that. I did not care if Drake was doing this for himself or for other artists. I never said he was. I just thought it could be helpful if UMG had to open their books and show shit.
Yeah.
That was about it. It then turned into this whole defamation and everything else. I just don't like care that much now.
About the case or?
Yeah, because I cared about it more when I had the idea of, oh, this could lead to UMG having to reveal certain things. Like that happens in cases, whatever deposition is happening. I was curious. I didn't care what Drake's intentions were. They could be just for him or just for other artists. I didn't care. I just thought it would be cool if we finally made them open up and reveal some shit. Other than that, I mean, cool.
Yeah,
now what?
A lot of my phone went crazy when the news. Was we here, Peach?
I had just left, so I think y'all was still here.
Yeah, me and Peach was here. My phone started going crazy. But it was funny. It's funny to see people's reaction, and again, people still not understanding what the case was about.
As someone that thought I understood it, now I actually don't. Like, because I know he was, from my understanding, initially suing for UMG promoting, pushing, and using bots about a song that was defaming him. Then the result was, all right, the case is dismissed because there's no defamation. I didn't even think he was suing for that. So now I'm just lost. So that's why I say you guys win. K-Dot, K-Bot, the whole world, y'all win. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot.
K-Dot, K-Bot.
I'm sorry. I was wrong. I have no idea what the is going on. Clearly the paperwork that I initially read is not even where the case ended up. Because I thought he was suing UMG for them promoting a song that defamed him.
Well, it was
because when I agreed with the judge, because I initially came in here when you and I would argue, where I'd be like, do you really think anybody actually sits and thinks that Drake is a pedophile? It's just a battle. Like, no one is really walking around thinking that. I agreed with what the judge said. Like, this is just a battle back. No one really thinks that. But I didn't think that was the lawsuit. I thought it was illegally promoting outside of the industry standard a song that was defaming him. And now how the judge made it sound, it was like, all right, yeah, he said mean things about you, but you said mean things too.
What was the words? Non-actionable. What was the?
But I agreed with what the
in
judge said. Like, it's a rap that. I just didn't think that was what the case was.
No, that was the lawsuit. The main thing in the case was the defamation and the false statements. That's why there were things brought up in the lawsuit about like how it affected like Drake's family. Like, that's why, shit like that. It's a defamation lawsuit. But if you can't, whether they were on top of falsely or amplifying the defamation, it was mainly about defamation. But if you can't prove the defamation, then the amplifying of it doesn't mean anything.
Fair.
So that's where.
Yeah.
It was.
I mean, at this point, I also want to like give flowers to the OVO stands for sure. Because the way they flipped it, I thought the K-Bots were going to be the ones that were going to be celebrating. Drake may have some of the most positive fans I've ever seen in my life. They say, yo, y'all didn't even understand Drake's angle. The judge just proved that he's not a pedophile. That was his case the whole time. I said, all right, man.
Wait, what?
I can't.
They said the fact that the judge dismissed it means the judge is like, you're not a pedophile, so there's no defamation here. And they were like, well, that was his plan the whole time.
Oh no,
that's stupid because
the case?
The defamation would be if
I'm not saying this is logic.
Yeah,
I'm just telling you what I was reading. I'm just telling you what I was reading.
Makes no sense.
But yes, I had a bunch of people hit me of all right, what y'all gonna do on the episode? I was like, I don't know what do you want from us? Do you want me to bow down and apologize?
Well, apologize for. I mean, I don't know what people are thinking because I haven't really talked to many people about this, but it's not. I mean, the people have to know that his lawyer, his team, they're gonna appeal this and take this to another level.
Yeah, I mean, I
don't know if people know that. Like, this is not. Of course, this is not over with. Like,
I mean, shit. The shitty. Should we just let it go?
No, see,
I wish Roy came with the true energy behind his statements because he doesn't agree. He wants to shit on this, but he's trying to be ginger due to Maul's relationship with Drake. That's what's going on right here because Rory is trying to be as soft and ginger with disapproving Drake's position and Maul's position, but that possibility of Drake coming on or whatever, if that's going to be a thing, he's trying to be as chill as possible.
But should I mean, the shitty. Should we just let it go?
No, see, no,
Like,
no.
At this point,
No. Why? But would you? If you and your team, your lawyers had things in your possession that prove what you're saying is correct.
but why wouldn't? And I'm not saying that it depends the judge, and that's why the appeal process exists. Didn't they reveal everything? Because that was also something I saw on the OVO stand side of like, nah, he purposely was trying to lose the first one so he could reveal more. In the appeal. And I was like, well, why wouldn't he just?
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Just give.
I'm not speaking to shit. I'm speaking to factual shit, like real things. Like this is not over with. I know people hear things getting dismissed, but like there's a whole nother level that I believe this is getting ready to go to. I don't think this is over. It's definitely not over here.
Yeah, I mean, I see the side of even people just being objective and aren't on this like weird divider stand line of like, hey Drake, the more you do this, the more like you're adding more of like this mystique, and you're making Not Like Us the greatest battle record of all time the more you do things post the battle. Like you're putting more allure to it. Like I'm sure Not Like Us, because of this announcement, may chart this week. Just because of the announcement. Like you're adding more allure to what this battle was with these moves. And the appeal is just going to continue that. But I also know that Drake doesn't give a
Yeah,
so I see both sides.
Yeah, but that's the side that people see what you just said. A lot of people don't think or speak to that.
I know
like
he doesn't care.
When you don't care. Two, when you know what you know. And you know what's going on, because none of us knows Drake's business with his label. We don't know his negotiation, what he was going through with the label at the time. None of us know the specifics of that. But when you...
All right, stop all this he don't care shit. This nigga care. He cares a lot. That's why we even here in the first place, because he does care. Like, stop all that shit.
You know, and your lawyers know exactly what happened and what went on. When you say, just let it go, no, somebody of his caliber and his level is not going to just let that go. Because they know what we all do not know. They have information that none of us have.
Okay, but then I guess I would ask, if you're Drake, are you looking at... Good lawyers lose cases. I'm not saying that doesn't happen. But if you have all this stuff that we don't know, why did you go with that approach of the defamation lane? And the judge was clearly like, nah, this is a rap battle. No one actually believed this. You also said in one of the songs to call you a pedophile. Like, is this Drake's lawyers making a grave mistake in this entire thing? Like even going in that approach of going the defamation route, because clearly the judge was like, this is a rap battle. This is not a negotiation for your deal with Universal.
I think that
like they should have revealed the stuff that we don't know.
Yeah, the information that like people keep saying, there's information that the general public doesn't know. Well, I would assume that if there's information that's pertinent to this ruling or the lawsuit, it should be in the paperwork, and we all have the paperwork. So that's why it's like, what is this magic 8-ball information?
Well, how many days ago did they ask for the discovery? It wasn't. It was what, maybe 2 weeks ago? Maybe.
I'm not sure.
October. No, nigga, discovery. Wasn't that sometime in September or August?
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
October 9th, 2024. Oh no. Yeah. Let me see. Push for unredacted.
Because even like while watching,
it wasn't that long ago.
You know, even not even the theories, but of the third party that they claimed was hired to bot Not Like Us, that worked with Universal and worked with apparently PG Lang. Like all of it, like where is all that stuff? Like at this point now, it just feels like it's just like Twitter rumors. Because we knew that to be true, but that's not like Kendrick's not the only person to ever use a third party person to boost some shit. Every artist does. But none of that even like came up in the... I know they were trying to serve papers to that guy and like they couldn't find him, and I just feel like everything just fell apart and the judge was just like, it's a rap battle, bro.
Yeah.
So I this is not how I saw this going, because I thought there was way more information. I thought this was going to be like a 4-year long trial.
He got partial discovery was granted around the end of June, top of August. Limited discovery on certain communications.
Limited discovery on certain communications. Yeah, so I don't believe that this is over. I don't believe that Drake and his team and his lawyers are letting this go. I do think that this is going to another level. And again, that speaks to him, his team having things, and again, we don't know the business side of it, what Universal did. We do know that he's a top priority at Universal. He is in the middle of renegotiation. I don't know where that stands today. I don't know if he's even contemplating, any type of negotiation with Universal, but I do know that Universal knows, or they know, the internet can say, oh yeah, I told you he lost it. Ask Universal if they think this is over. Like, just ask somebody at Universal if they think that this case is over.
Well, I think Drake's lawyers have already talked about, like, obviously saying that we'll file an appeal. So
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So the blogs and content creators can react and make videos. Oh, all of y'all stupid, look stupid. Da, da, da. It's like, okay, but this is not over. Like, yes, this judge dismissed it and dismissed the case in that court. But this is now going to another level. And that only speaks to, again, what I'm looking at. He obviously knows something. His team knows something. He has great lawyers. You don't become the artist that he is without having the right people around you, the right people in your corner. And, it's a lot going on. But, it got dismissed in that court. But again, this is far from over. We haven't heard the last of this lawsuit with Drake versus UMG.
Peace.
Of course you'll say that. Cliche, my boy. Regurgitated shit from the lawyer, just putting it, repackaging in your own words, not trying to admit that you look so foolish, trying your best to make sense of this shit. Because it can go to the next level and it still will have no legs to stand on. It's bullshit, bro.
People hear dismiss and they think that's it. We'll never hear about this again. It's over. People say, yo, Drake lost the black way and the white way.
That was funny.
Like, no, it's have fun with
I laughed.
But in having a real conversation after we laugh, do people think that this is actually over with?
I think people just like to just make jokes. I think
that too.
I also think,
but
people,
again, away from the jokes,
especially on Twitter, even Drake at his peak, like, love to just shit on Drake.
No.
Like, that
goes without saying. We know that.
I think most people outside of that weird section of Twitter, most people just want to get some jokes off and move on with their life. Like, they don't care that much. That's really
right. But the person that does care is obviously not done with this case.
Before we get to voicemails, I will say, as somebody that's never been in Drake's position, is way broker, has no idea what it's like to be him. I will give my Monday morning quarterback advice. There has to be a red button on Iceman, or you're gonna look kind of nuts. Because we thought the red button was coming with Family Matters, which I think was an incredible diss record. But the Dave Free Kid thing was not a red button that made all of us go, holy shit. Then we thought, all right, maybe the red button is everything he's gonna reveal in this case with UMG. Now that has been dismissed, of course, there'll be an appeal. At this point, get into Mean Girls and just air out your burn book, bro. Like, there's got to be a red button on Iceman now. We have yet to see a real red button, in my opinion, when Drake has referred to this red button since Scary Hours 3 or whatever it was. There's got to be a red button on Iceman. You got to say some shit that makes us go, oh my God. Because there wasn't much.
Look over to your left shoulder. That's another person that keeps talking about red button. Ain't no damn red button. The things they thought was the red button did not land. It did not land. That's the thing. They thought the red button was already launched. They pressed the button. He's out of touch with what's going to connect. That's as simple as it is, man.
Revealed in that case the way I thought it would have been. And the Dave Free shit wasn't that crazy.
Man,
it didn't land the way I think he thought it was going to land, which is cool. But there's got to be a red button, dog. Like, where's the red button?
Don't listen to Rory. Go away for a while and let them people forget about a red button, about this lawsuit, because everybody wants to move on from everything.
Wait. You think he's running around with Pinocchio in Amsterdam? Like, this is not going away.
No, I'm not saying what I think he's going to do. You're Monday morning quarterback and I'm doing the same. This is what you should do.
Nah.
Go away and come back with some fire music. Just go away.
What's that shit, a point of no return when you're in a helicopter and be like, yeah, we have enough fuel. Like, we've already reached, we've committed.
Can't go back.
We have committed to this.
We can't
go back.
Yeah.
Point of no return here. No, he can't disappear. I think we get Iceman this year, in my opinion. But like, he did the streams. Now let's triple down. As Marlo said, do it or don't. But I got shit to do. So do it.
I'll just smile.
I'm
Sit here and just.
So Marl, if he loses the appeal, then what's your stance if he loses the appeal?
My stance as far as what?
As far, because you're saying like this is not over, this is over. So this is not over. When do you think it'll be over? Like if he loses the appeal, is it over then?
I think it's over when Drake says it's over. Again, I don't know. I don't have the information of, you know, his team, his lawyers. I don't have that information, but I do know. I'm just looking at it, and if somebody is standing on business versus UMG the way he is, I think it's safe to say he has information none of us has.
All right, long story short, Maul is just talking. He don't know. He just being a blind, loyal friend, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. You can be a blind, loyal friend. That's okay. I find no issue with that, but you will get clowned in the process. That's just the way that shit goes, all right? That's the way the world spins, man. But y'all want to continue watching that, go ahead and check out the new Royal Mob channel over there to see more of the full thing. I've had enough, though. All right, man, let's just read what some people are saying in response. This person says, Maul is delusional. At least Roy has the character to admit he didn't read it. It astonishes me how Maul behaves, going for broke and stupid. Y'all can't just read a complaint that's been out for months. This is hip hop media. Drake had zero evidence. He relied on stand comments from social media as his proof. The judge even granted him discovery to get some months before dismissing the case. It's literally ridiculous, and they highlight this right here, saying the court disagrees. To allege that UMG implemented covert practices to manipulate streams of Not Like Us and inflate the recording's perceived popularity. Plaintiff relies on tweets by individual users and reporting from fans to allege that UMG utilized covert tactics to manipulate streams of Not Like Us. It ain't no red button. It's no information that's crazy that they about to reveal. They just had the conspiracy and they filed a lawsuit based off their conspiracy, and then hoping from discovery. After discovery, they'll maybe find something to cherry pick with all the information that they may have received to go ahead and to substantiate their claims. But it's not like they had hard, concrete evidence on their own. Like say, for instance, in other cases of some other things, you may say, oh, this person did this to me. This is the evidence of our text message conversations or some video footage at my house of this happening when this person did blah, blah, blah to me or some shit. And then that leads to more discovery to go ahead and, you know, put things together. Or you enter that shit right there into discovery. That's like much more hard evidence than these claims right here. They say now we withholding evidence to take it to appeal when he could have presented it already. The thing that always boggles my mind is how would Drake know about bots if he didn't directly benefit from them himself? Just let it go, bro. It's over. All these people up here yapping and nobody thought to consult someone who actually knows how trials work. Appeals are not for presenting new facts not already in the record. They are for arguing that the court applied the law or procedure incorrectly. Okay. Drake stands really the Trump supporters of hip hop. LMAO, nigga Maul on some 2020 elections deny you shit, man. So speaking of Drake stands, man, let's go ahead and look at this. Listen to this audio. These folks crashing out in the spaces.
And guess what? Y'all was owls that I did not see on the timeline last year when this shit was livid. I don't give a fuck about your
It is always them ones that wasn't, you know, arm to arm with us fighting nothing. It's ones that was sitting in the group chat cowering in the corner that want to say, what y'all doing? Why would you do that? Like, nigga, you never did nothing. I did multiple shit that Drake have seen that he respects that I done represented for the boy or not. Nigga, I done just did a lot of shit. We don't know you, nigga. So until you put some belt to ass, until you do something that actually is respected, then you can't tell me what the fuck I can do. You can't tell me what's good and bad because you never did nothing.
Like nothing.
I have burner accounts with more followers than some of y'all. Don't ever come to me. And I have burner accounts.
Bro, I'm talking about literally.
This account I had never touched. I had to reset the password because I didn't know what the it was. I didn't even know the email. And
yeah, I done got docs behind this Drake shit. Nigga, we still don't know you. So you can't tell me what the fuck I can do, man.
Members, I swear to God, bro, they literally was in that bitch. Oh, well, that's gonna just bring more harassment and discrepancy on Drake, bro. Shut the
hasn't stopped. What's your point? Like, and after that lawsuit, they really were on bullshit and were like, oh, yep, he's a pedophile. That's what Kendrick said.
Members, I swear to God, listen. You seen it yourself last year, like when that lawsuit got dismissed and the ops was outside, ran in the house went inside these group chats, was talking amongst themselves while we on the front line. Like that was a
Not
little
even
piece
just
of
last
what we
year,
dealt with last year.
you know, this year. They tried to cancel
Yeah,
me
like that.
like 4 months ago. I don't know what to
Yeah,
tell
I'm talking
y'all.
about a little
Like
piece.
everybody's been
Yeah,
on
that was-
bullshit. They don't know what it's like to actually be out here. Like just I'm not even
Like you, like these niggas was not frontlining for this shit. Like, bro, we was here. We are literally the first wave of online Drake fans putting belt to ass, debunking misinformation. And I ain't talking about just talking shit. I mean, like really debating hip hop, debating the bars, debating the misinformation, correcting the misinformation. Like every chance we got. This was an everyday thing last year. We had to deal with the Grammys, the pop out. Nigga, the whole summer, not like
these
us going
motherfuckers
everywhere.
can act like they don't respect me, but Nicki's like my.
Whew, my bad, man. I know y'all probably tired of hearing these delusional, crazy ass people talk. All right, now watch the Dirt speaking. Another, someone who chose that side. Wasn't originally outwardly on Drake's side, but when he got, once again, backlash from Kendrick Lamar fans for his Family Matters reaction, he chose up on that side. But since he got bad information about a red button being on that Iceman 3 shit, he been pissed off from that point. He's been much more real, telling the truth about his Drake takes. And this is what he had to say in the conversation he had with some folks. I don't know who he's speaking to.
I didn't have a reaction either way because again, it's a court case. Like the appeal was gonna happen if this was the case. Like, even if Drake won, it was gonna go to trial. And there was more waiting to be done. So I don't understand all the victory laps, to be honest. But we know how K-Bots work.
I do think he's fucked. Though. I think he's completely fucked on the rollout because everything from plot twist to the lyrics he's been using, the Supermax deals. I know what you did last summer. All this is Pinocchio's. All has been leading up to this lawsuit.
Yeah.
And now, like, the entire character arc is destroyed. Because outside of, like, usually I could think of a good prediction, but like I'm kind of lost for words at what the fuck he does next because I don't even think he knows.
No, for sure.
And outside of him going into episode 4 and just name dropping people and calling out executives and telling us exactly what happened, I don't know what else he could do. And if he's appealing, that's probably not the best idea either. So I think the whole thing's pretty up for him.
Yeah. I mean, the worst thing I hate being is a homer. But to be honest, like, if we all agree, like, Drake is the most calculated artist we've ever seen, like, I just find it very hard to believe, like, this being an outcome that he didn't predict is beyond me. Like, there had to be, like, a backup plan or a plan.
Yeah, there's contingency. This, bro. People got to stop talking about Drake like he's a superhero. Like, Drake did not know that this was going to happen. He didn't know this was going to get dismissed. He leaned completely into this, bro. This was the round 2 that he was talking about. Like, it's like Drake is not as calculated as what people are making him. Like, there's a lot of parts of those episodes from Iceman where he was taking tracks last minute and putting them in. Like, he's still making the album as he's going. He's making it right now. Like, he's not as dialed as what people are saying he is.
Yeah. With that, goddamn, I've been trying to get out of here for forever. So sorry, with that, we will be back Wednesday to have more discussion.
First thing I hate.
Hell no, y'all got what the Dirt speaking logically again. Hell nah, boy. Hey man, you could tell through his music that he's not as calculated when it comes to certain things, because if he was more calculated, then you will have better projects. I don't think Drake is a horrible artist. I think that Drake he's mastered the fast food sound. Like, it ain't like you McDonald's. There's no problem with being McDonald's. McDonald's is the go to fast food. So hey, it's cool to be that. He's that. I just don't think he likes that he's that. But in the midst of this rollout and everything that he's doing, his fans just gassing him up and going off the energy from his fans is the reason why he continues to lean into this stupid shit. I think that's what it is. And then when he doesn't get the validation that he wants, you see, like, say, for instance, from Castanet, you see how he reacts to it because he's not used to this. He's not used to this. He's used to anything that he does performing well. But the problem is, from what we see For it to really perform the way they want to perform, he needed that machine to reach the top of his ability. Right now, he's just doing what he can to please his fans. And in my opinion, Drake's next best move is to say, stop trying to redeem yourself within this battle. You have to take the L. Take the L and just feed your fans music. Escape all these narratives. Just leave it alone, bro. Just feed your fans music. Let them take the music and go argue on social media. They'll do it. They'll do it. You've had so much success so far. And your fan base is big enough. The curiosity to your name is big enough that you release new music is going to chart well. And y'all are folks that care about numbers and shit. So you'll fuel your fan with weapons to go ahead on social media and fight for you, because you know you're gonna add to your numbers that you already have that are great. They just gonna go out here and say Drake did this, he did that, he has these much singles that they're gonna be able to do all that if you just shut the fuck up, move on, and just put out music. Just do that instead of all this shit about the battle. You gotta leave this battle alone. You gotta leave this battle alone, because there's no angle that you can take to rewrite history. The only thing you're trying to do is to prove the people that's against you wrong, and hopefully you gain favor in their eyes. But I'm telling you right now, it's enough casual people that did think you lost a battle, that if you put out good enough music, they're going to just listen to the music and move on anyway. They're ready to move on. They're ready. But you continue to, put a stain on their brain. But hey, man, y'all let me know what you got to say in the comment section below me. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here, though. This is another update with Stace. Yo.